Oopsie. Hey, Green Blazer, how are you today? Thank you for coming over. Things are pretty quiet here. House is quiet. The cat is not mouthing off at me. Yeah, we have a mouthy cat, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. That's okay. At least she doesn't chew through electrical cords. You know what I mean? That could get really messy and painful for the cat. So you weren't here when we started working on this, but this was the picture that I chose to do for the Victorian Colorathon. And I chose it because it was more steampunk than Victorian, because I figured everyone would be doing Victorian. I'm going to move my camera. So hold on just a sec. Oh. That might be a little better. That's okay if you see my desk. I don't care about that. Oh, I see what's wrong, but I can't fix it right now. Sorry. I thought I had all this done before I started, and it's being temperamental. That's good that she made it through. I've never heard of a dog chewing on electrical wires, but I guess there's the first time for everything, right? Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. Now you got the whole picture in frame. That's what I was looking for. Wow, slow day. People show up. Anyway, so what I've done is I've drawn in some stuff in the background because I really like to do that. But this lady was a floating torso when I started, and I just drew in underneath everything below the belt, the pants and the body. And then I don't know if you can see it or not, but I kind of got a crater over here. It's kind of sloppy. I'm going to fix that. And then a little like craggly mountain over here. And I'm going to touch that up before I ink it. This one's inked. We're going to color her in first. That may be all we get done, but we'll see what happens. Okay, good. I'm glad you're fine. My husband works from home. He's still in the office back there, and he's working, I guess. No better time than now to sharpen the pencils, right? So I'm excited about Sunday. Sunday's the day when everybody needs to bring a set of pencils and a black paper. And black cardstock would work well, but any kind of black paper. I'm excited about it. It's something I have a passion for, so can't wait for everybody to come over and see what I'm doing here. Wow. Well, it says there's 3 here. So I don't know. I guess they don't want to say anything right now. That's okay, though. Lurkers are welcome, too. Lurkers need love, too. Okay, well, I'm gonna make a couple of announcements. The first one is don't forget about Sunday, and oh, good, the leg's not broken. And the whole black paper and one set of pencils deal. That is something that I really, really am excited to show you guys. Don't also, there is the Spooktober Colorathon on the 25th, 26th, and 27th, I believe. Let me just get my little date book because my memory does not serve. And 25th, 26th, and 27th, at which I will be streaming on Saturday, October 26th from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. So that's, I'm in Arizona, USA, and I don't know where you are, Green, but I will be streaming from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that will be fun. Got a couple of cool things planned. This is the last for the whole month of October. I'm going to be doing Halloween themed instead of just anything. In fact, I've already started one right here, and that's a Mariola Budek picture. I love her work. Her work is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, working on that. Hey, Victoria. Hi, Bo. Hi, guys. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. How are you guys? Oh, I do too, Green. I lurk a lot, and mostly it's because I'm coloring or drawing. Yeah. You're in Tucson? Wow, you're not that far away in relation to how far away other people are, like across the pond. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. A little tired, but I nap. I took a nap earlier and I slept far longer than I thought I would. And my husband came out of the office in the back of the house, and he walked into the kitchen and the dog was with him. And you know how the dog's toenails click on the floor? That woke me up, and I was like, oh my God, what time is it? So, oh well. Yeah, Bo, I love coloring. I really, really love it. So I did change my channel name to the Crafty Cauldron. I hope you guys noticed. I don't know if you did or not, but yeah, that more accurately describes what we do and what I'm going to do, and because it's not just coloring, it's crafts too. And I do a little bit of everything because I don't mean to diss people with disabilities or learning disabilities or anything like that. I tell people that I have creative ADD. If I'm not, hi Bev, how you doing? If I'm not creating something or making something or thinking about making something or writing out a diagram or something, I'm not happy. I just have to be doing some kind of creative endeavor. So yeah. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that I did create a Facebook page. It's called Crafty Cauldron Crafts and Coloring. You can find it by clicking on my page, which is, there's a link for my page in the banner of my YouTube channel. And my banner has changed also. It says JoBeth Sexton's Crafty Cauldron. So that's a little bit, that's changed. So things are a little bit different. I didn't do it for Halloween. It's going to be permanent. So, because around here, it's always Halloween. Seriously. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show this off. This is one of the pieces of jewelry that I made. It is made out of a pink and black stone called rhodonite. And it's got little tiny skulls in between. Make you focus, camera. There we go. Aren't those cute? There we go. Now you can see it better. Hi, Victoria. But it's rhodonite, and then there's obsidian, and the little tiny skulls are a stone called howlite, which is really soft and not naturally black. Naturally, it's either tan or gray, but it dyes really easy. So people, and it's soft. So people tend to use it for things you can carve. Like you see these imitation turquoise beads. A lot of the time that's howlite. So it should say imitation turquoise. Anyway, also have earrings to match. Well, let me see if I can get that better situated for you. With little skulls, they're lever back earrings. So that's one of the other things I made. And this set, you can find it on my website at redravenscauldron.com. And this set is, oh, and the earrings, the lever backs are white gold plated. They're not just silver metal. This one is $45. But if you go to my Facebook group store group page, Red Ravens Cauldron group page, a private page, you can request to be on it, or I can add you at, you know, if you're on my public store page, I can add you there. And then there's a coupon that you can use for 12% off any purchase forever. So if you make one purchase, if you make 10 purchases, it doesn't matter. You get 12% off all of them forever. You just have to know the code. Well, the code is on the private group page. And if you're not on the private group page, I don't give out code. It's so hopefully people will go to the private group page and have some fun and take advantage of the advanced notices of all the sales that I do through my store, for example. So anyway, who else do we have? Leslie. Oh, Connie, yay! And Bev and, yeah, Leslie. Hello, hello, everyone. I love October too. It's my favorite. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this. We're going to finish this lady here. And I'm going to make sure that I have the correct colors. So I need my sepia. I'll open my, these are my Prismacolors. There's a lot of them. And about a third of them were kind of passed down to me from my mother, because when she passed away, she just left. Of course, she didn't leave any instructions for anybody to do anything. Hey, Pickle, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. Thank you, everyone, for coming on in. Anyway, she didn't leave any instructions for what to do with her art stuff. So my stepdad just had me come over and look at everything. He said, take whatever you want. So I was like, oh, wow, it's my Christmas birthday or something. So there's sepia, marine green, back to greens. What do we have down here? What is this? Is this marine green? Celadon green is, what's the number? 1020. So can you all see okay? And can you hear me okay? Celadon, there it is right there. I think I have a sharpened one. Yep, that's the right one. That one and indigo. And indigo is in the first slot right here. And I think today, I don't remember what I was using before, but I'm going to use my ancient one. And that can go back over there. And I was sharpening my pencils and I didn't realize I didn't have the right ones out. So woohoo for me, yay, not. Okay. Ready to go. You guys remember this picture, right? The ones of you who were here for the Victorian Streamathon. Let's see. No, Green, there's nothing I can do about buffering. I apologize, but you might need to reset your settings. Down on the, if you put your mouse on the screen, down on the lower right-hand side, there's like a little cog icon. If you go to that and you set it at 480, it should be okay. Click and it'll have like, buffering here too. Dang it. Well, try what I did, what I said about the little cog in your screen when you put your pointer in the screen. 240. Yeah, 240 isn't good enough. You need a 480. If it's still buffering after you change that, then you might want to refresh. Might work. Make sure you're on live chat and not top chat. Yeah, it does get better. I have to do it all the time because YouTube, for some reason, resets it for me almost every time I change. So almost every time I change and go to a different channel. Hi, Rochelle. It's good to see you. So let me know if it keeps buffering. If it does, I'll maybe I can reset that before the next time I stream. So yeah, YouTube's been kind of picky lately, Pickle. I just don't understand why they don't fix it. So let's see. I need to sharpen this guy. This guy's really dull. Yeah, reset. There's that one. So how many of you are going to be attending or taking part in the Spooktober Streamathon on the 25th, 26th, and 27th? Put in 3 hearts in the chat, and that way everybody will know that you have a channel, and then everybody else can go and subscribe. And so if you guys would do that, that would be super awesome. Okay, I'm going to continue on with the marine green. And I picked marine green because it's very much like the army fatigue colors that you see on the clothing in service. So yeah, thought I'd use something that was close to a very uniform color because it looks like she's wearing some kind of uniform, which I kind of like. That's kind of cute. So we're gonna be down here. This is gonna be already got sepia on it. So yeah, but I'm not going all the way over to this line. Again, I'm leaving it to be classically highlighted. If you guys can see that, I've got, I'm just going over some of the sepia with this marine green, which by the way is PC 988 Prismacolor. And I love these pencils. I'm using polychroma. Connection is, are you guys still there? My connection, it keeps saying my connection is unstable. Anyway, Mariella Budek, there you go. And using polychromos for that because I hardly ever use them. And what do we say? We need to show them love too. I think I'm going to switch back to sepia and do a little bit more shading in here because it does need to be a little bit darker. Actually, it needs to be a lot darker. We really want to crank up the contrast because that'll make it, first of all, it'll make the muted greens pop out better and be more visible as greens, but it'll also add dimension. It'll add a lot of dimension and like 3-dimensional appearances to our whole picture. So anytime you're doing contrast, dark, shading and stuff like that, really take a good look at it because sometimes, most of the time with me anyway, when I'm doing a shading, then okay. Thank you, Bo. I'm so sorry, you guys. Unicorn, Pickle, you have unicorns on the mind. And I can't blame you for that because that's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, you want to make your shadows darker. I tend to not make them dark enough at first. And then a really good thing that you can do is you can hold up your picture and blur your eyes. And when you're blurring your eyes, if your shadows aren't obvious enough, then you should go in and darken them up a little bit. Seems better now for some reason. Hi, Mia. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Unicorns and sparkles. That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it might be too. It might not even be. It might just be use of the internet because of bandwidth. And there's also nothing I can do about that. So I'm sorry. I don't have the best equipment in the world. I got what I could. My husband actually bought it for me, and it was kind of a gift to get started on YouTube. And that was really sweet of him. But I think eventually I'm going to have to upgrade to better equipment in order to continue bringing you these videos. And I really like doing it. I like teaching. Well, I love teaching. So I really, really want to be able to do this, and I want to be able to do it in a way that, is conducive to learning without interruptions or without buffering, which is an interruption, or any other kind of interruption, like the video stopping or something like that, or the voice going out, the sound going out, because that really does interrupt. And especially if I'm coloring, because I'm mostly coloring, but I'm talking about what I'm doing, and I'm trying to give you pointers and stuff like that. So yeah, working on getting some better equipment. I have a couple of things on Amazon that I'm looking at, but as far as cameras go, I'm going to have to go out locally and look around for stuff because I really don't know what's out there. So I know that you can get cameras like this one has a microphone in it, and it's right by my head. So that's probably why you guys can hear me pretty good. But I'm going to go down this side of her outfit right here. It looks like it's really thick cloth, so there's like a border. I'm going to go down this really kind of dark and shade that in, because it's going to be, my light source is coming from over here where this little yellow thing is. That's why that's there. So, hey, Nick and Tina, how you doing? It's good to see you. Come on in, have a sit, have a cuppa. I was going to say have a brew, but I don't condone, alcohol use, just helter-skelter like that. Although I used to drink a lot, but my favorite drink, oh yeah, what's everybody's favorite drink? You know what my favorite alcoholic drink is? It's absinthe. I don't know if you guys have ever had absinthe. It's a little pricey, but I can get it locally. It used to be that I couldn't get it locally because it wasn't technically legal in the United States. Mia, do you mean a cosmopolitan? Yeah. Vodka. Oh, tequila silver isn't bad either. Yep. I like I was getting into the flavored vodkas. I was making these creamsicles. It was orange vodka and or vanilla vodka, orange juice, stick it in the blender with ice, and when it comes out, it tastes like one of those orange creamsicles. Oh my God. Yum. Is that soju? I've never heard of it. I'm going to have to look that up. Soju. There. Now I won't forget to look it up because I wrote it down. My husband knows what it is. Herbs and spices. Yeah. Hey, Candy Colorful World. It's good to see you. Welcome. We are just working on the picture I chose for the Victorian Colorathon because I never finished it. And it was voted that I wait and finish it on stream. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can today. And because I really, really don't want to, I want to be able to do Halloween pictures through the month of October. And I'm going to switch to marine green again. Oh, the sepia, by the way, was number 948 in Prismacolor pencils. So anyway, I'm going to go lighter. I'm going to go to our Celadon green. That is PC 1020, 1020. Top Jet Party, yay! So we're working on this. And I'm just going to fill in here in this light spot with the lighter green, blend it with the darker green that's underneath her arm. And this darker green back here, I'm going to go over all of this because it'll deepen the color, but it'll also even it and blend it. It'll kind of even it out. And I'm rotating my pencil as I'm coloring because that will keep my point sharper. So everybody new that has just come in, don't forget we're going to be Sunday we're going to be doing something special and different and something I haven't seen a whole lot of other people do. So I stream at the same time, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central. I don't know what that is in your time zone, but if you Google oh hell, I just had drew a blank and I cussed. I'm sorry. Time zone generator. There you go. If you Google that, you'll come up with a time zone generator, and you can put in whatever time your event is, and it'll tell you what time it is where you are. You can choose. Kathy, hello. God, it's good to see all you guys. Hey, Sean. Sean, aren't you streaming right now? I mean, weren't you streaming? Or you're streaming like an hour after I start or something? I saw your Inktober thing on Instagram. It's cool. I would have said something on Instagram, but I was getting ready for my stream, and I didn't want to pass it up because I have so many things that I follow on Instagram that sometimes it's hard to re-find them. Even if I, search your page, sometimes I forget exactly what your page name is. So yeah, that's me. I'm a dork. Anyway. But yeah, that Inktober thing is cool. And I posted my Inktober thing, and it's funny. The prompt was ring. And hello again, Rochelle. Oh yeah, on Sundays. Right, Sean. But anyway, I posted my my Inktober picture this morning. I was actually up at like 3:30 this morning because I couldn't sleep. And I decided to go ahead and get up and just go for it. And I did my little Inktober thing. I'm not real good with the fountain pen and ink, but I can manage. And the first thing that I thought of, incredibly, was a fairy ring with the shrooms, the mushrooms on the ground, and they grow in a circle. And everybody says that's where the fairies have danced or appeared overnight. And I always thought that was such a magical story. And so that was the first thing I thought of. And it's funny, I wasn't the only one who thought of that. It's pretty incredible to me how many other people thought of the same thing, the fairy ring of mushrooms, and did that for their day one Inktober. It's really cool. Little circles in here. Want to blend it. Little circles in here. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to come back in with some darker green, and we're going to make this transition from the dark to the light not so drastic right there. A little better anyway. So yeah, this whole Inktober thing, I've never done it before. I've always heard about it, but I've never done it before, and I was really anxious to try it. I watched videos about what to expect, and don't demand too much of yourself and set a time limit and all that. And I'm like, well, okay, I can do all that if I need to. But that only took me like I used a fountain pen with non-waterproof ink, and then I went in with a water brush and I painted on it. So it's an ink painting, sort of. Pickle, you weren't planning on doing it either? Wait, did you do it? Did I've seen so many people's Inktober stuff that I can't keep track of what I've seen and who I've seen. Panic mode, Loretta. Oh, come on. No, it's okay. You can always catch up. That's one thing that I hope that people don't. I hope they don't put too much pressure on themselves, because you can catch up. I mean, if inspiration needs to hit you, then and that's what it takes. Then that's what it takes. If you fall behind, then you fall behind. And I'm not going to put a whole lot of pressure on myself, because I health-wise, I can't handle it. It's the whole mind-body thing, and I just think it's unhealthy to put a lot of pressure on yourself. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on me anyway, because I have to remember a crap load of stuff, like meds and schedules and all kinds of stuff. And I'm not even talking about YouTube. That's just a pleasure. But yeah. I'm using the prompts I found on Instagram. Oh, why was that message retracted? Did somebody mention Dick Book again? The art supply store? Oh, that's weird. Never mind. My brain's being a weirdo. Oh, well. Make your brain behave, Loretta. Yeah, you can do your own prompts. Just sit down and write 31 prompts out, or if you have kids, that would be a really interesting way to do it too. Just say, hey, think of things that can be drawn into pictures and tell me. I need 30 of them. So, I think that would be really interesting to have your kids do it. I wish I had my kids here. My kids, oh my gosh, my youngest, he's 30, okay? He's not a little kid, but he'll always be my kid. He would come up with some really crazy stuff. He's an artist too. But yeah, he would come up with some really crazy stuff, because he's just like that. He'd probably do it on purpose just to challenge me, but because he's kind of a smart aleck, and his name is Alex. Aha. Yeah, we're gonna go. All this lighter medium green is gonna be, so we've got like a very light layer here, and I colored over the buttons to give them a base layer of this light green, because I think I'm gonna make them metal, and the green is just gonna make it look like pewter. So that's gonna be okay. So now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna just darken up some dark spots, but I'm also going to put a light layer over this lighter green, except for in the extreme lighter spots. Like up on her arm right here, this is going to be, I'm going to leave that light, because the light source is coming from over here. And it looks kind of like, there's the sleeve right there. I'll just go ahead and put darker green down in here over the sepia, which is going to just deepen the color. So that's just going to look better. And this paper, I'm doing this on light colored parchment cardstock, which kind of has a tooth. So if the it takes colored pencil pretty well, but it tends to look, it's hard to cover up all of the paper color. So sometimes I use mineral, odorless minerals, like Gamsol solvent. Oh, Pickle, really? You're the same age? You guys, oh my gosh, I just think, boy, if I had it all to do all over again, And I knew if I knew then what I know now, I would not waste time doing stuff that didn't matter, you know? But yeah, what mattered to me then isn't the same stuff that matters to me now. As well, some things still matter, like, you know, the people I care about and my kids and stuff like that. But there are some things that mattered to me when I was 30 that I don't give a hoot about now. Again, I'm going to shade this in with this darker green right here, and I'm going to go almost to the edge, so there's like a lighter spot. And I've already covered up a part that I didn't want to cover up, but that's okay because I'm going to bring in this. I'm going to pick up this. This is and it is, there you go. It's Luminance Titanium Buff. It is a really good blending pencil. It's not pure white, although I can get pure white, but it's not pure white. It's kind of an antique white, and it really works well for putting light highlights in, but not drastic white highlights. And that would be perfect for the fabric, I think. So we're just going to make this darker green back here. Back here. And here. And I'm not pressing really hard either. Still not pressing really hard. Putting in a light layer because this paper, it just takes the pigment right off the pencil. It's got somewhat of a tooth on it, surprisingly. Oh, thanks, Mia. Oh yeah, Sean, you're going to school. That's awesome. Going back to college or university. That's what you guys say. I didn't go to a university. I went to a 2-year college, but that's okay. I still got to teach. And if you just heard a really weird noise, that's our sliding glass door in the back. It's just like 6 feet away from me. It's got something wrong with the wheel inside the track, and it just makes a lot of noise. It works. It just makes a lot of noise. So my husband is in the room. Say hi.
Hi.
There he is. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the alcohol swabs.
I will.
Okay.
Hello all. Have fun.
Thanks. Mia, hi, husband. I'll tell him you said hi. He's gone now. He just kind of flew right out the door. So, but that's okay because he probably wants to sit in on the stream before it ends, and I don't blame him. So I noticed that there's a lot of people not streaming right now, and I don't know about you guys, but I get lonely in the evening. My husband works all day, and then when he gets done working, he plays his PC games, and he's in the office because that's where the computer is, and he sits back there and plays his computer games, and time just totally gets away from him, and time gets away from me because I'm coloring, and I kind of just get lost in it. But sometimes I just want to turn on live stream and chat with you guys. So would you guys like, you know, I know it would be a weird time, and if you're not in the United States, it might be difficult for you to come and see me, but I mean, it's totally up to you. I'm not the kind of person that's going to take it personally if you guys can't, because life happens. Life happens to everybody. But anyway, my point here is that I kind of wanted to do like an impromptu live stream, because like yesterday, I knew people weren't going to do streaming. I knew it. And I thought about it and I was like, well, I don't know what the rules are because I just started streaming not too long ago. So I'm just like, am I going to get in trouble if I do that? I don't think I would. What do you guys think? Should I just do like a impromptu one of these days and just like color something really unique and unusual? And I think it'd be fun. Or maybe just do something unique and unusual, like making a mixed media piece or something, which I freaking love doing. That is so fun, especially if I have like just a bunch of stuff and have you guys pick what I put on there. So that would be fun. I don't have a heat gun though, so yeah, doing a mixed media piece would be like, hopefully I wouldn't have to let anything dry, or I could do two pieces at the same time and work on one while the other's drying. Salvador Dali used to do that. I don't know if you guys know who Salvador Dali is, but I think it would be fun too whenever I want to. Thanks, Mia. My channel, my rules. You know what, Sean? I never really thought of that because we're on YouTube, so it's like a host website, and I'm so used to host websites from having an online store. I'm so used to host websites having a bucket full of rules that you got to follow, or else. So I think it'd be fun. Are you really, Green Blazer? Oh, wow. I'm always searching for him too. I know. Sean, I know it seems like no matter what you do, you're streaming over somebody or partially over somebody, and that's unfortunate. But I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Yeah. So yeah, I know I said something about this before, and I was going to do it, and I was just like, oh man, I don't know if I should. So yeah. And then I probably won't have a mod, but you know, I don't really have that much of a problem with trolls, knock on wood. Hey, knock on wood. Hey, did you guys see my ring? This is really cool. My friend made this for me. It's a little, let's see if it'll focus. It's a little stone moon. It's a druzy. It's like the inside of a geode moon on a totally adjustable ring. Isn't that pretty? And it's all sparkly on one side. Oh, hold on. There we go. It's all rainbowy sparkly on one side. Pick a look, sparkles. Anyway, yeah, she just made it for me and just gave it to me one day. And I was just like, oh, that is so neat. She makes stuff like that all the time. She'll just come up with all these great ideas. It's so cool. Okay, so putting in this dark green over the sepia. We want it to still look round. So we're going to redo the dark brown. Yeah, Laura, hi. When did you sneak in, lady? Sneaking in. Jersey quartz, yeah. And it's heat treated. It's one of those heat treated things. Oh, you can, Mia. You want? Oh, okay. Well, if you happen to see a stream of mine impromptu and you want to help out, just let me know. And yeah, I'll click the right buttons and all that. Still working and lurking, Laura. Wow, you work a lot. Yeah, Loretta, I didn't print mine. I just wrote it in my little planner book. I could have printed it, but oh, my computer that I use for streaming and most everything now is a laptop, and it's in the actually in the dining room, and the printer is in the office where my husband works. So, and it makes noise when it comes on, and he does have telephone calls that he has to make. So I tend to want to be quieter. So just going to go over this lightly down here with this brown because I want to darken that green up. Just a little bit. Yeah, a lot there though, actually. Let's make that right there a little darker. So you can see it's coming along. It's getting greener. It's getting darker. She's getting there. How much time do we have? Oh, good. Plenty of time. So I broke down the other day and I got myself, get this, a color wheel. I have never had one of these in my whole art career. And this is since I was in grade school. That's when I started doing artsy stuff, and I've never had a color wheel. My mom had one. She was a smart lady. Isn't that weird though? I mean, professional artist, and I didn't have a color wheel. I guess I just figured, oh, I'll look it up online or whatever, but it's really nice to have one in your hand. I just got a tiny one. It was like $5. No biggie. Joe Beth, love hearing the voice behind the screen. I have to go. It's late and I have maths tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm so allergic to math. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for dropping by. And good luck with your school and your maths, and take care. Oh, did you, Bo? Yeah. Yeah. They're handy to have. It's just I think it's just everybody's got one, and I didn't have one, and I guess I really just didn't know there was something on the back of it, which is really handy too. The split complementary and complementary triad, tetrad, all that. I didn't realize that all of that was on the back because I only had ever seen pictures of the front where, you know, you have all of this stuff. But oh my gosh, how handy. These things are awesome. I also have a color mixing chart that I got from a long time ago from Jerry's, and it is really cool because it's basically a big square, and I'd take it out and show you, but it's in a plastic wrapper, and it would be loud to take it out of the plastic wrapper, and it would also be, there would be a lot of glare. Anyway, yeah, you know, stuff like that is worth the money. It's worth every penny. And I think that the more you have to aid your artistic endeavors like that, the less time you have to spend thinking about it, and the more time you spend creating. And basically, that's all I want to do is create. That's it. That's all I want to do. If I could just sit and draw and paint and color all the time, I would be totally happy with that, because that satisfies my spirit, I guess you could say. A little darker in here. This is going to be kind of a lot darker because it's in between. It's in between there. And so I don't know how many people have come in since I said this before, but if you guys have a YouTube channel, put your 3 hearts up. Let everybody know you have your YouTube channel, so people can subscribe. I know Laura has one. Who else has one? Nick and Tina. Oh, okay, Kathy. Thank you so much. Oh, you want to say? Thank you, Kathy, for coming over and spending time with us. Bo, you want to see the chart? Okay. All right. Hold on just a sec. Let me get it out of the little package, or else you'll be blinded. See what I mean about it being loud? It's got adhesive on it, and it's really kind of reflective. Okay, here's the mixing chart. It's Mad Palette mixing chart. Okay, so here we have ivory black, and then Payne's gray, raw umber, burnt sienna, and down all the way to cadmium yellow light. This says dominant colors. Right there, this is mixing colors. So we've got cadmium yellow light. If you mix cadmium yellow light and cadmium yellow light, of course, you're going to get cadmium yellow light. But if you go cadmium yellow light and you go up and mix it with phthalo blue, you're going to get this gorgeous teal color. See, and then you can just keep going. If you get ivory black and mix cadmium yellow light, you're going to get this right here, this khaki kind of. It probably doesn't look like it from, you know, on your screen, but this is kind of a army green color. But that's it. And this is a small one. They make a huge one that you can hang on your wall. I can't even get that all in frame. But it's really handy. I mean, if you need to know, you know, I want to make this weird color that I can't find in my palette, but I have, let's say I have ultramarine and raw umber, and I want to, you know, and I'm like, I want to make this funky color right here. Where is it? Ultramarine. It's funky color. It's sort of a muted marine blue. So that's my ultramarine and raw umber. You know, you just find the color you want, and then you go over and you see what you need to mix. It's really kind of cool. Worth every penny. I don't remember how much it was because I've had it for a really long time, and it's been in this, I keep it in this plastic cover thing because I know me, I'm clumsy and I probably mess it up. So anyway, let me put this back. And we'll continue with the coloring thing. Oops. There we go. There we go. All tucked into its envelope. There we are. So yeah, that's on Jerry's Artorama website. I don't know. If you Google Jerry's art supplies, you'd probably come up with it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know off the top of my head what the website URL is because I have it bookmarked. So I just click my bookmark link and it goes. But yeah. Yeah, Bo, it is handy. It's really cool. I rather like it. Okay. Oh, we were using sepia. So we're going to go over that a little bit. Oh, I can't wait for Sunday, you guys. I'm so excited to show you what I want to show you. It's going to be so fun. You may already know what it is, but it doesn't matter. I really, really want to show you. It's something that is one of my passions in my drawings. So, and not everyone does it, but everyone could, I think, if they wanted to. Making that dark spot a little darker back here. I'm going to put a little bit of shadow under the belt right there inside that buckle. Darken that up. And here, yep. And down inside it there, that little corner. And I'm going to go over that with some green because we've already got our dark color in there. So yeah, but let's go over this a little bit. Gosh, I'm getting a glare. I hope you guys aren't getting a glare. I hope you guys can see this okay. So did it stop buffering? Are you guys all seeing everything okay and able to hear? And Oh, there's the dog. Hey, Jackie. He's not there. I swear that dog is senile. He's looking for Mark. That's so funny. And the cat's like, oh no, he's gone. Okay, Mia. Take care. Have a great day, night. Take care, though. Absolutely. Yeah. So everybody's doing videos with their September drawing or September coloring pages. And, you know, that's something I didn't even think about. But I intend to do one. It's just, I don't know when. I guess I could do it like this week. But, and that's going to be leather colored. These are going to be not leather. Yeah. I'll figure that out later. That's okay. All right. I'm going to go back with my lighter green. And I'm going to just deepen up this lighter green color some. And I'm going to do this in circles, kind of, because I want coverage, and I don't want it to look all liney. I also want to blend, so I'm going to go over the medium green some and rotate my pencil so my tip stays sharp, just in case I need to get into a tiny spot. And even if I don't, it still gives me an edge around the corners of, you know, on the pencil lead, on the pencil core. Oh, hey, Nick and Tina. Thank you. Eeny, meeny, and mo. Lilac leaves, bloodroot burned. Hey. Yep, good ones to play with, Loretta. Those sound really interesting and fun, too. Ha, cool. And oh, you know what? I was saying if you have a YouTube channel to put your 3 hearts up. Also, if you guys have Instagram, if you're on Instagram, and if you want to, you can put your Instagram, a link to your Instagram account up so people can follow you there. I know a lot of people use that to communicate instead of like Messenger through Facebook and all. I like Instagram better than Facebook because it just seems more reliable and easy to use. So put up your Instagram link so people can follow you there so they can see what you're doing, you know, your art. I at first was very hesitant to start getting into Instagram when I found out about it because I was like, do I need another thing? But I found that I like it much better than Facebook. The only reason I'm still on Facebook is because it's I communicate with my family through Facebook, and I also advertise on Facebook for free. So I'm kind of stuck, but whatever, you know, it's there. I might as well use it. There's a lot of things that you can do with it. And then, you know, I like that medium green a lot better than this green. This green is good, but it doesn't have the quality of color that I like as much. So I think I'm going to go back over this with that medium green really lightly and yeah, make my colors a little bit different because they're super blendable. Go up here. Prismacolors are great for that. So I got gift certificates for my birthday. I got gift certificates to Amazon. Isn't that cool? And I ordered something. And because it was my birthday. Don't you love gift certificates though? Oh my gosh. It's like the best thing ever. Oh, I forgot this part of her pants. And the belt loop. Well, got to color that in. I'm going to have to use this though, because it's on the back side. Yeah, much better. Make a little wrinkle here, like a little right there. Kind of, maybe it's a dirt smudge or something. In a way. Love Tank Girl. Lori Perry's so funny. Oh my goodness. So what's everybody coloring? I mean, other than Inktober. Boy, that paper's just eating the tip right off of this. What's everybody coloring? In a book, a PDF? Oh, you were streaming? Don't I have you on my... Oh, man, I keep not getting notifications. And what's funny is I didn't get notifications for Emily the other night, and I was like 40 minutes late. And then after I went into her stream, that's when the notification came up, and I was like, well, dang it. And then was it yesterday when she got her mail from Johanna Basford? She did an impromptu live stream, and bam, notification. And I was just like, what the heck? An unplanned one gets me a notification, but something that's got a reminder attached to it doesn't. Oh, come on. Just make it as hard as you can. Oh, you just did a lion, Michelle? Is it on Instagram? Hi, Corolla. Hope I'm saying that right. Oh, Loretta, dream catchers. Oh, they're so cool. I have one that I haven't worked on either. In fact, I think it's just right here. Yeah, got it right here. But instead of leaving it like it was, I used my perspective and I put in a window and wood paneling. So I made it even busier than it would have been. But I haven't worked on it because it was under the table and I didn't know where it was. So yeah, because I'm a dork. Anyway, I'm going to make this darker back here. Yeah, because I really, really, really want the front side to look good, but I want to make the color better. So I need to make it darker. A Minotaur. Oh, Candy, that's going to be so cool. Oh, Pickle, I hope so. I think it's so fun to stream. I really hope you can. I think I enjoyed when you were doing streams with the kids. The what do you call them? Mini boss. Yeah. Oh, a hedgehog. Oh my goodness. You know what? The Momo Girl coloring books, Rochelle, I love those. Those are so cool. They're beautiful. Yeah, pickle your minis. Yeah, I'm kind of used to speaking in public, so for me to do a live stream is actually easier than what I used to do. When I was a couple years ago, I was running a local meetup group, and I was teaching and inviting other people to teach different subjects. Like I did a class on local plant life that was medicinal or poisonous or both. And that was really easy for me. And well, I used to teach, so getting up in front of people and, you know, talking, it's not really difficult for me. But when I was in, oh my gosh, when I was in high school, yeah, and when I was in college, oh my God, that was horrible. We took Communications 101 and 102, and they were required. Well, they were easy classes because I took really good notes. But one of the things that we had to do was we had to pick a subject and then write, like an article or report on it and videotape ourselves and critique our own videotape. And that made me more nervous than anything else. I tell you what, just the very thought of having to critique myself, I was just like, oh my God, this is horrible. And I was sweating and I was tripping all over my tongue and everything. And it was just really difficult. However, now live streaming like this, I do not have a problem with it, remarkably. And I used to be incredibly shy. Like, when I was in grade school, I was extremely shy. And if you even looked at me funny, I would be embarrassed to tears almost. I know, you're like, you really? Yeah, I know. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what changed to make it. Maybe I just got older and stopped caring about what people thought about what I was doing and saying, and whether or not I was fumbling in my speech or pausing to search for the right word. I guess I just stopped caring about whether or not, people were looking and critiquing and judging the whole time I was speaking. I guess I want to say I stopped caring about what they thought, I guess. But yeah, and I didn't have to even imagine them in their underwear. Oh, good, Pickle. Kick its butt. Yep. I used to get nervous just filming videos, and I don't anymore. I just do it. Yep. You know what? That's your first step too, because it's just only a little bit different than actually live streaming. I just look at it like I'm talking to my friend across the table. Pretty much. That's I'm gonna put in we've got some wrinkles here, and I'm gonna put in some shadow inside these wrinkles just to give it a little bit more depth, because I think it looks better that way. And maybe just blend in some darkness through here. Oh, missed one. I'll make these little folds a little darker back here. And my paper is becoming burnished back here, so my paper tooth is almost non-existent back there. So this tooth in this paper is rough, but it doesn't last very long. I do have some colored pencil paper, but I don't know if it'll go through my printer. I'm thinking that it won't. I'd love to print everything on colored pencil paper because the colored pencil loves that paper, but it's kind of, I think I tried it once and it didn't work. My printer's really finicky though. It doesn't want to take a lot of stuff. It takes cardstock, but it won't take heavy cardstock. It'll take like medium weight cardstock, and that's it. And that sucks. But What you gonna do, right? I can't get a new printer. This one works really well for most stuff. And I can deal with the other stuff. However, I do have a light box now, so that my husband got me for my birthday. And you know, it's weird. We keep our finances separate. So he can get me gifts and I can get him gifts. Well, I was getting him gifts when I was working. And I think it's really cool, you know, because you don't look at your bank account and go, oh, he spent money at such and such a place. That was a gift for me. And then you find out about it like 2 weeks before you actually get the gift and there's no surprise. I like being surprised, but it's really difficult to surprise me because I figure stuff out really easy. And sometimes I don't like that about myself because I like to be surprised. But yeah, you know, I think I'd rather be able to figure stuff out than not. Please fix your wish list parameters. People can send what? Fix my wish list parameters. People can send you things. I don't understand. You mean on Amazon? I thought I had it all set up correctly. See, I'm not so tech savvy where I go in there and do stuff and I go, okay, it's good. I just do it like I think it should be done. And then people come back and tell me that I did it wrong or it doesn't work. And I go, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? Because I don't know. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now it's starting to look really cool. My wish list parameters. First Inktober drawing. Yay, green blazer! Finished your first Inktober drawing. Pleased with the unexpected outcome. So cool. I think it won't let you send anything. Okay, I will check it out as soon as I'm done streaming and see what's going on with that because I thought I had it all set up and ready to go. That's okay. Oh, these wrinkles look really good. I'm really liking this. I think they look cool. What do you guys think? See how rough the pencil looks? Yeah, but right here, I think that looks really good. Not bad at all. A little wrinkly shirt. Yay. I love doing fabric. Fabric is really fun. I have a friend of mine, a long time ago, we went to this place in on the border of Arizona and Mexico called Bisbee. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but there's a haunted hotel there, and a lot of people go and stay in that haunted hotel around Halloween. The Copper Queen, I think it's called, the hotel. Anyway, we went to the cemetery to take pictures because we're both kind of creepy like that. But the reason why we wanted to go to this cemetery is because the cemetery has really like turn of the century headstones, really old, elaborate, gorgeous headstones. And you can't find those at all, you know, cemeteries because they use a lot of the time now they use the flat ones in most of them. And then they have, you know, the mausoleum and they have the part where they have the elaborate headstones. Most of the time, the newer stuff is all flat to the ground. My father's headstone is flat to the ground, and he died when I was, what, 6? So that was almost 50 years ago. And that was a long time, you know. That his headstone is flat to the ground. So we wanted to go to Bisbee and do some photo shoots with each other. And we're talking about, I was saying something about fabric. I had yards and yards of fabric because I used to go to Walmart. Walmart used to have special deals on fabric where they'd order a bulk quantity of fabric and they'd sell it for $1 a yard. Oh my God, $1 a yard. Huh, about the same length. Yeah, but so I would go and buy all this fabric because I was at that time making handmade cloaks with hoods and I was selling them on Etsy. And I was making a pretty good living off of that. I can't do it anymore, but because it would require me to get on the floor to cut out the fabric. But so I had all this fabric and I took like, oh my God, 8 or 10 huge pieces of fabric to this cemetery and we draped it all over stuff and the breeze was blowing and it was sunset. So the light was really cool, kind of orangey peach, kind of, reddish Arizona sunset. And we were taking these pictures and my friend has a really good eye for photography. And she took some really outrageously great photos of me with this fabric winding around and blowing around me. And I always wanted to draw those. And I'm thinking, well, heck, why not? I could draw them in watercolor. That would be so cool. So maybe that'll be one of my goals in the next few months, to paint a watercolor of one of those photographs. And yes, I have permission from her to use them. So I would never use something that I didn't have permission to use. That's just not right. But anyway, but if I do, I'll post it to Instagram and then you guys can see it too. Everybody can see it. Because even if it's not really good, I'll still be proud of it. Okay, so we're almost done with her clothing. Just going to put in some more greens here. And then I'm going to shade a little bit with the indigo because it is a really good, maybe I should shade with the red because this is green. This needs to be blended up a little bit. And I may come back in with some Gamsol and Dew. I'm not sure yet. Yay, green blazer. Am I following you? Uh-oh, your baby, Bo. Okay, have fun. Take care. Babies are so cool. Green blazer 416 on IG. Cool. I'm going to write that down. I'll go and follow you because I want to see. I want to see your pictures. Oh, almost forgot our belt loop here. I'm going to put some of this lighter green on it. And then I'm going to darken it up with the darker green. There we go. Let's see here. That's better. Put in an edge right here, an edge shadow. Because there's an edge there, pretty sure that it's not flush because it's a piece of fabric. That's darker in there. Let's get some of that sepia right there. So I'm going to go in and do some shadowing. Oops, here we go. Another shadow I missed. Yeah, that's okay. It'll get done. Shadow. Doing this. Using the brown to shade right here. You know, I think I might just use the brown and go over it with the green and not use the indigo because it just looks good. I'm going here. My husband teases me because I'll be coloring and I'll have like this many pencils and I'll just be like fanning. They'll be fanned out like in my hand. This is mild. Sometimes I have like 8 or 10 pencils in my hand like this, and he teases me because he's just like, really, you're holding them all? Why? And I get his point. I mean, I don't need to hold them all. It's just that I want to know where they are, right? Sometimes they roll when you lay them down. Yeah. Although, see, I have one of these. This is a tray from the inside of a colored pencil tin. And these are all the pencils that I'm using for other stuff. So the tray is full. And I have other trays like that, but I just don't have them here. They're up on a shelf. Anyway, I reuse stuff, and I like to reuse it because I don't like to leave a huge, what's that called, carbon footprint. I don't like to generate a lot of trash because I believe we need to help our Mother Earth as much as we possibly can. So I reuse a lot of stuff, and it's not like I need to keep my pencils in my hand and have them all fanned out and stuff, but I could put them in another tray. It's just habit, I think. There are worse habits. Let's see, that's pretty cool. Let me go in here and make a little. Remember, I was going to make those. I think I'm going to make those leather. So they're going to be brown, but they're going to be matte. So they're not going to show up really. They're not going to show up really green. They're going to be brown. That's going to be leathery. Oh, look, a star. I think I'll put some kind of glitter pen on that. And we're going through here, darken up. Kind of hard to see. I need a non-glare thing. Yep. Let's make this a little darker here. Blend that in. She's looking pretty good. Let's make this a little darker back here, right around this area. Doesn't need to be really super dark, but I think it needs a better shadow right there. And then not so much of a shadow coming around. I'm going to come in closer on these. I should sharpen because pencil is dull. Coloring. Your Insta is coloring. Oh, I wear bifocals, so it's really hard for me to read that. So hold on a second. Coloring park. Okay. Coloring park. Cool. Excellent. Thank you, Rochelle. I think my husband thinks I'm going to poke an eye out or something. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Sometimes I'm just winging it and seeing what it looks like when. Oh my goodness. We want this a little darker on this side, so it looks like a little fold. And I'm going to make that closer, that, and like this. Oh, Mousy, it's okay. I don't think it was rude. I know how it goes sometimes. Sometimes I turn on chat and I have other things to do, like in the morning. I got to make my breakfast. It's really, I have to take my insulin in the morning when I get up. I have to take 2 types of insulin, and then right after I take the insulin, I'm supposed to eat. So it takes me a half an hour to make my breakfast. And while I'm making my breakfast, I listen to chat, or I listen to live stream, and I don't say anything because I'm busy making my breakfast. I feel bad because I'm lurking, but at the same time, I would feel bad if I said hi and I wasn't able to say hello to everyone who said hello to me, because I think that's rude. That's just me. I don't think it's rude. I mean, I understand that other people have other, like babies. You can't plan what a baby's going to do. You can't plan that. So sometimes, you got, no big deal. That's how I feel about it. I do not have a problem with lurkers, and I do not have a problem with you blowing in, Mousy. It's okay. Tomorrow's prompt is going to be hard. Green, what's tomorrow's prompt? Are you doing the ones from Instagram? I forgot what it was. Mousy, sometimes I feel like we have been here all day. Not here in this stream, but on stream somewhere. That looks a little better. Yeah. This needs a little bit more green right there. A little bit darker. Oop. A little bit greener. Okay. Mindless. Oh, that's right. It's mindless. Yeah, I know. And I've already thought of a few things, but I'm like, what, am I going to be up to the challenge of trying that? I don't know. I'm going to sleep on it, but I did take a look at that, and I knew that it was mindless. I think not being able to remember it is because I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? I feel the same as you. It's going to be hard. But I don't know. It's October. When I think of mindless, I think of, I'm a huge horror movie fan, and I think of all kinds of mindless, how I can define mindless in a horror movie context. It's just a weird thing that I do. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the sepia, that's PC 948, and I'm darkening, a final darkening on these shadows. Still not going all the way to the edge here on the arm. And I did go all the way to the edge on the back down here, but I can fix that. Fix that. Understand what you can do. Oh, I don't want to put that there. What you can do to fix stuff. So yeah, just experiment. And I think I colored her hair green right here. That's okay. I'm just going to leave it. That was her hair, and I messed it up. You know what? Wasn't even, you guys, can you see that? What I did? See this right here? I thought it was like a strap coming down because she's got all these straps hanging off of her, but it's her hair right there. It looks good, but it doesn't look like hair. It's green. I'm not going to make her hair green. Oh, well. That's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the leathers. So I'm going to get out a collection of browns. Put these greens away. Celadon green goes there. Marine green goes there. So we're going to do browns. what I want to do is sepia can go bye-bye because I don't want to use that one. I want to use something really dark, which is going to be dark brown or umber, dark umber. And then I want to give the leather kind of a reddish cast, so I'm going to be using, let's see here. The dark brown sort of has a reddish cast, but I think I'm going to put in here, oh, for crying out loud, hold on. That wasn't my first choice of words. What is this? Sienna brown. That's reddish. And then for the highlights, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to pick out something different. I think I'm going to use like flesh, a flesh color. What is this? Peach beige. That might, no, that won't work. It's a different color. I think I'll just use, where's my flesh? What's this? There it is. What's that? Nope. There's light peach. Oh, I've got so many pencils crammed in these elastic bands, I can't see them all. Light flesh. There we are, right there. Let's see, is that too light? Yeah, that's too pink. I think I'll just get this beige out. Okay, so what I've got is, I've got dark brown, and that is PC 946. I've got, those are very close, so I may use one or the other and not both, I'm not sure. And then I've got sienna brown, which is PC 945, and beige, which is PC 997. Beige is going to be my highlight, but what I'll probably do is blend it with some of this titanium buff luminance pencil, which is number, I believe it's 801 in the luminance collection. But it's partially rubbed off, so it could be a 9. I think it's an 8 though. Okay, that's going to go in the little tray, the infamous little tray. And we're going to start on the leather. And what I wanted to do first, oh, where's my brush? Stop wiping the page with my hand. There we go. Yeah, I get onto myself like that. I think I'm going to start with the dark brown because the dark umber is it's not quite as reddish. So we're going to start with the dark brown. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to start with the highlights, which means I got to sharpen my pencil. So you guys are talking about, I see Mousy, you're talking about coloring a girl with green hair, which is awesomely cool. I colored a picture for a contest in the Art of Lisa Matrokin's Facebook group. It was the Undead Madonna. And I colored her with greenish skin. Would you guys like to see the picture? I can show you. There are no rules that say I can't, because I wouldn't do that if there were, but let's see. Let me grab it real quick. Sorry. Tiny spaces. Oh, there she is. Anyway, I thought it was really fun because I've never done anything with different colored skin before. It's always been like, you know, flesh colored skin. But, and I messed myself up. Pretty good there. There we go. Okay. So here's Undead Madonna. You guys see what her, she's got green skin. Yep. and tattoos. I had so much fun. I did the veil to make it look like it was transparent and everything. Anyway, I posted it to that group, the Art of Lisa Matrokin. It's a super fun group. She gives away stuff all the time for contests like that. So, I mean, I love her artwork. Her artwork is super cool. And my tripod won't sit flat on the floor right now. Dang it. What the heck's going on? Oh. I have a sketchbook down here. It fell over. Tiny spaces, man. Tiny spaces. Oh, crap. Sorry, you guys. From imagination. Yeah, I get that. Green Blazer, do you ever watch Dee Dee Willingham? Oh my God, she's doing it in Inktober where she's drawing a monster, a movie monster, her version of a movie monster every day in October. And I love that idea. It's a little involved. I wouldn't do it that way because I don't want to do really big pictures. She's doing pictures like big pictures. I'm doing small pictures. So you can see I've got this sketch pad. And this is my picture from today. It's just really small and simple. I expect that by the time the end of the month comes around, I'll be able to draw quickly something bigger and better. The husband, Tom. They said hi, husband.
Hi. Honey, I'm home.
He didn't kill anyone on the way home. We're good. Don't. Don't, please. Okay, so we're going to work on the leather now. Oh, and I'm going to do the highlights. So her belt is leather. I'm going to do the highlights because our light is coming in from up here. See where this little taggy thingy is. That's where my light is coming up. And Corolla, that's cute. Lucy, Tom. Yep. Corolla says, hi. Little wavy hands.
Aww.
Okay, so I'm going to do the highlight in this beige, the PC997. Highlight in beige right there. I think I'll maybe, let's see. Now put a highlight, even though the light isn't shining on this side really drastically. I think, hold on, I'll be right back. I think I'm going to put a little bit of a highlight on these straps here too, simply because there's ambient light also. She's outside, so there's going to be a little bit of light bouncing around. So I'm putting some highlight on these. Let's see. I'll zoom you in. On these, see how there's a bump in the strap there and a bump in the strap there? I'm going to put a little beige highlight on that also, and on like here, and then a little bit of them here, tiny bit, and all around. And I'm going to treat this like a glove. So that's going to have, I think I might make that leather, like patent leather, black instead of brown or shiny brown. But this is going to be like matte leather, like a matte surface. So there's not going to really be a lot of shine on there. And then this is probably going to be like you know how they have the rubber elbow guards on some things like that? That's what that's going to be. Also, I'm going to put like highlights here. You can see where the artist has left a clear space right there. So you can imagine a highlight. That's a highlight there. Here's a little one. Little drastic back here, but this one is pretty drastic. I'm gonna go over that again. But because it's a matte finish, it's not going to be really shiny. I'm not going to use white there. See this one, there's going to be a little bit of a highlight over here, I think. Yeah. And we're going to do this up here in leather too, simply because I think it should be. So her cat ears are going to be, there's going to be a highlight, a definite highlight on that side right there. Nick and Tina. His name's Mark. Oh, let's see. I'm reading chat. Carola, what are you doing? What are you coloring? You're having fun at your picture? What picture are you working on? I think I'm going to put a highlight over this, like on the top of her head too. Just a little bit, and bring it down a little on this side. I shouldn't be doing that with my wrist. A little bit on this side right there. And then on the side, the sun side of her ear, a little kitty ear on her hat. Let's see. Over here a little bit. And this is all going to get blended in. It's still going to look lighter where I'm putting this. But, and that's basically just to remind me, because I'm going to kind of color over it, but it's going to be, because it's matte, it's going to be it's not going to be as pronounced. Oh my God, my tongue. It's not going to be as pronounced as it would be if it was a shiny leather. Girl, Christine Karen Grayscale. Oh, cool. I love Grayscale. You put a whip on your IG. Cool. Christine Karen's artwork is so cool. There's a lot of great artists out there. Oh, I forgot something. I want to make these leather too. So I'm going to put a little bit of a highlight back here. Just a little bit. So when I blend it, it's going to lighten up, but it's not going to be drastic. Yeah, and there's probably going to be a tiny bit of a highlight over here. Everywhere that's raised, the color is going to appear changed. And again, we're coloring this as it appears and not as it is, because I mean, if you remember, like, look at this. See this leather thing, this leather pouch that my husband made? Okay, obviously it's all one color. However, if you're going to color it, you're not going to make it all one color. This appears darker. This and this, especially this right here where that deep shadow is, that appears darker. And then you've got this highlight. Look at that. Shiny leather. It's got a drastic highlight on it. But if it's matte leather, it's not going to look like that. It's going to look, the highlights aren't going to be as drastic or as bright. They're shiny, as much separate. They're going to be muted. So we're just going to go really lightly in with this PC 945 Sienna Brown. And I have a nice sharp point on my pencil because I just want to go in really light right now. And I'm going to color around where I put that highlight. I'm not going to color on the highlight yet. And basically what I'm conveying here is that this Sienna Brown, that's what color my leather is. So this is what color my leather is. You know, if I was going to color this, I would choose that color that it is. It's not all going to appear that color to my eye, but it's going to be, I'm going to incorporate that color into the color scheme of what I'm coloring. So we've got this going really light. And then there's this. There's this back here that I forgot to highlight. So I'm just going to leave a space for the highlight. And then this underside, because it's got grayscale on it, it's going to look a little darker. But I am going to fill that in a little bit with the dark brown. And this I've got a little bit of, because it's really folded over, I've got a little bit of that sepia right there. So I'm just going to color over that with my main color and bring that out a little bit very lightly. So I'm working the pigment down a little bit toward the highlight, but I'm not going to cover over the highlight. And same here, I'm going to cover over that with the sepia, with the, sienna, to lighten it up, to make it the color the leather actually is a little bit, but not obliterate that shadow, because that shadow needs to be there. So here I'm going to bring that down, and I forgot to shade right there. So I'm going to leave that blank. Let's just do the dark brown right there right now. A little bit of dark brown right there. So we've got like an obvious fold over, and then I can cover it over with my color. This gonna highlight. Gonna highlight some of that, but I want to put a little bit of this color in there. And then the belt down here, this back part is going to be darker, but I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and color the whole thing very, very lightly with this color, because I want the belts to match. I want all of the leather to match. And then I'm going to go over it with something darker, like here. This is going to be darkened because that strap is casting a shadow. And the artist has given us a suggestion right there of that shadow. Very subtle one, but still there. Okay. Looks good. And this has got dark shadow right here, so I'm going to go over that with this sienna. And up here with the sienna, and not cover over the highlighted part that I put in with the beiges. And bring that down there. And right now I'm doing all of the leather stuff really lightly, just because I don't want to make it too dark yet, because it's so hard to erase. I think I'm going to make those super dark green instead of leather. And then I wanted to make the glove black. So we're going to go around the little hat. There's that door again. Yeah, he was taking the dog out. It's okay. Oh, thank you. Green Blazer says that's a nice pouch. And Pickle says you have one talented hubby, Joe Beth. Great work, Mark. Because I was using this to compare what I was doing with the leather here, and how the highlights are bouncing off of it and stuff. And that's what they're talking about.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad they liked it.
See, he responded. He said he's glad you like it. He says thank you. Okay, just catching up with chat a little bit. So I'm going to continue on with this leather. Where are we? We're at 151. Dang it. Ah, man. Okay, so I'm going to put in this medium tone on the helmet thingy. And that was the dog barking at my husband. I think I'm going to make her glasses right here, her goggles, base black leather too. So her glove and this is going to be black leather too. And I'm not going to work on this on another stream, you guys, because I really, really want to be able to do Halloween pictures. So Sunday is going to be a Halloween themed live stream also, even though we're going to be kind of having a tutorial, because it's October. It's my favorite time of year and my favorite holiday, if you want to call it a holiday. I call it a holiday. And I want to be able to take advantage of the whole Halloween theme. Okay, so I'm just basically putting in really, really light leather color here. I really like the red shades of leather. They're so beautiful. But I really enjoy the smell. So I don't really want to go over that highlight that I stuck in there. I don't want to do that really heavy. Kind of want to blend it in. So I'm going to go just around this. Yes, I make weird noises. Here we go. Little kitty ear. Let's put in a little bit down here. And what I'll end up doing is burnishing this, because I wanted to kind of get it to a point where there's a lot of pigment on the page, so it looks more leathery. And I can post this on my Instagram, and you guys can see what it looks like finished. I don't know what color I'm going to make her hair yet. It might just be like, I really like working red hair, like auburn. But I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not going to make it green and follow suit. Other thing, and this leather strap here. Oh, now I wonder if that's this strap. Nope, it's her hat. So I'm going to make this a little darker because it's kind of up under her hair, some space. And I'm rotating my pencil just a little, just to keep that sharp point in there. Rotating the pencil. And let's just stick some dark brown up inside of here, the very end by her face, so you guys can get a good idea of what it's going to look like. Also inside of the ear, it's going to be dark brown inside of the ear. And then back here on the back side of these goggles is going to be dark brown, and this is going to be darker because it's on the back. But I don't want to really fill that in with really, really dark color yet. I want to layer it. So there's that. Okay, let's see. We've got 5 minutes. Ew, nasty. I don't want to know. Oh my goodness, you guys. So fun. I'm going to make like a little border of dark color down here too, I think. But I'm leaving a lighter space right here because of the ambient light that's bouncing around. I'm going to have that remain lighter. So if I put this in this beige right there and kind of burnish it a little bit, it's going to look lighter. And it looks really rough right now because I don't have all my layers in and stuff, and I don't have it all blended. But you can see what it's going to look like. There we go. And you can see that here I've got the highlight in, the darker spot, and then there's another highlight that's going to be down here, just because there's light bouncing off of her skin onto her arm. So that's why I have this whole blank spot right here. There's light bouncing around everywhere here. It's not just, you could make it really simple and have just that, you know, just that one little highlight like this one and forget about this and fill this all in dark. You could do that. I don't do that because I like it to make sense to me. but I have no problem when people fill all of that in, because I mean, it still makes sense logically as a shadow and a highlight, but for my art, that I like to do it, I like to do it the way that I do it in order for it to look logical to me. Maybe I pick it apart too much, I don't know. But still, that's how I work it. So we've got her here, okay? And like I said, I don't want to gosh, are we buffering again? Gosh, I hope not. Thank you, Mousy. I was hoping I'd get to her eyes and her lips and everything, but just to let you know, for her lips, I'm going to put a base of like flesh in there, and then I'm going to go over it with more coral like salmon pink, and maybe a darker color of red to blend, because I'm going to make the dark, because the light's coming from up here. Light's going to be coming from up here. The bottom side of her upper lip is going to be shadowed, and the bottom side of underneath her lower lip is going to be shadowed. But her lower lip is going to be lighter, simply because it's catching more light. And her eyes are going to have that highlight in them, because our light's coming from over here. So the highlight that's in there right now is going to be pretty correct. I don't need to change much there. I just need to put in some color and a little bit of shadow. I mean, the shadows. Like under her lid, there's already a shadow, but I'm going to reinforce that simply because this is grayscale. So there's that. Okay. Thank you, Pickle. Thank you, Mousy. Green Blazer, thank you. You know what? Thank you. Oh, thanks, Corolla. I appreciate everybody for being here. Oh, you found Dee Dee. Good. Yeah, if you go to my homepage, I've got her on the right-hand side for featured channels. I will post this when I get done with it, but Sunday I'm still going to stream 2 to 4 on Sunday, and that is Pacific time. That's 2 to 4 p.m. And I may do an impromptu stream sometime this week in the evening, in my evening. So I'm still thinking about that. And if I'm not done with this, I'll just color this, because I want to get it done. I want you guys to see what the vision that I have of it being done. I highly recommend Dee Dee's live streams. She is a hoot. She's a lot of fun. Thank you, Pickle. Love and hugs to you too. And take care, okay? Take care of yourself. But you guys, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for interacting with me and chatting. And if you guys ever have any questions about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what I'm using, why something looks the way it looks, or how I fix a boo-boo, how I fix a mistake, please message me. Ask me. Don't ever hesitate. If you have something that you want to know and you think it might be a silly question, please don't think that. I don't think there are silly questions. I think there are just questions that are being asked and questions that are not being asked. So yeah, speak up. I hope everybody has fun in my streams, and I hope everybody will be having fun Sunday. I am so looking forward to teaching you guys what I want to teach you on Sunday. So don't forget, on Sunday, you need a set of pencils, or 2 even, and black paper. And the paper can be any kind of black paper. It can be cheap cardstock. It can be charcoal paper. It can be colored pencil paper. It can be dark charcoal paper instead of black paper, but I do prefer that it be very, very dark paper. My voice is going. I guess I need to get a drink, but we lasted 2 hours. Sweet. So yeah, send me questions by message, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, whatever there is out there. Usually Instagram is best. And I'll do my best to answer your questions, or I will find you an answer. I'll go pick somebody else's brain for you. Okay, so here it's about dinner time. I'm hungry. Thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate it. It's so fun for me. Um, so I hopefully will see you all on Sunday. If I don't see you on Sunday and I do an impromptu, I hope to see you then. If I don't see you then, take care of yourself. Peace, love, and good dreams. Since my name changed, I'm not going to say polychrome anymore, but hope everybody has good dreams. And remember, it's not about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And sometimes I get that screwed up, but it's about the journey and what we do on our journey. It's about our artistic journey. So I will see you all soon. Take care. Have fun coloring. Bye-bye.